In this quiet moment now, I want to continue with the same thought from earlier today. Remember how we looked at Mary, who poured out a jar of perfume that was worth a year's wages? And David, who gave out of his own special treasure to prepare everything for the temple that his son Solomon would build? What we saw in them was this: when you catch a revelation of the Lord's love and His worth, your heart will overflow in worship. And often that worship takes the form of giving. Now, let me show you another moment in the Gospels that brings this out so beautifully. In Mark chapter 12, our Lord Jesus was sitting in the temple with His disciples, watching as people brought their offerings. Many of the rich came and put in large sums with a lot of fanfare. Everyone noticed them. Then, quietly and almost unnoticed, a poor widow walked up to the treasury box. She didn't have much. In her hand were just 2 tiny copper coins worth almost nothing. Yet when she put them in, it caught the Lord's attention. In fact, He was so moved that He called His disciples over right away, almost as if to say, "Don't miss this. I want you to see this." And then He said, "Assuredly I say to you that this poor widow has put in more than all those who have given to the treasury. For they all put in out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, put in all that she had, her whole livelihood." Can you picture the Lord's face in that moment? His eyes alight, and His voice filled with delight as He said, "Assuredly I say to you." What thrilled His heart wasn't the size of the gift, it was the heart behind it. She didn't give to impress. There was nothing flashy about her offering. She didn't give out of abundance. She hardly had anything. Her trust was completely in the Lord. He was all she had. For her to put in all that she had, her whole livelihood, wasn't just about money. It was her way of placing her entire life in the Lord's hands, and her way of saying, "Lord, all my trust is in you." And that's worship. That little offering was priceless to Him because her giving was her worship. That's what moved the Lord then, and that's what still moves Him today. You see, worship isn't about the price of the perfume Mary gave, the amount of treasure David lavished on the temple, or the value of the widow's 2 mites. It's about the revelation of who the Lord is to us in our hearts. And that's what the Lord treasures, our hearts. That's what He's after. A heart that knows it is loved. A heart that says, "Lord, all my trust is in you. Lord, I know you have been so good to me. I want to honor you. Lord, nothing compares to you."